Hello, my name is Zhatelier, welcome back for another episode of The Last Kingdom in Aurora, and in previous episode we started bombarding the enemy STOs here a little bit, and we did test our fighters and they seem to be working okay. So what we're going to do now is, since we've run pretty low on supplies, I mean we have brought in the supply ship in here, and we've been resupplying a fair bit, and I think we've gone past at least 2 build cycles through here, maybe 3. But I think what we're going to do now, since we've lowered the enemy STO numbers by about 40%, we're going to try this again. We're going to send in the fighters first. They're going to go right at the edge of the enemy range, and with their speed they should be able to at least avoid a fair bit of the combat in there. And then yeah, after that we are going to send in the corvettes that we have there and drive in at least 1 or 2 shots, like fire increments that we have, fire every 10 seconds, and then try to hit both of the Kirishimas and then pull back. And hopefully the Kirishimas will then start chasing us and we can destroy those, and then it's only going to be the STO forces in there, which is still going to be a problem. But at least we can slowly start improving the situation. Now, unfortunately, we don't still have the dropships that are fast enough to actually close in from this sort of distance to the planet within 50 seconds. I mean, we do have the design, but we haven't actually built any, mostly because it costs a lot of Gallicite, which is a problem. Would you believe that? But let's take a 5-second increment here. We've given orders for the men-at-arms to resupply again. Okay, the expendables have been destroyed. But how many shots did we take this time? Okay, so we took 3 hits, but there were... That's 12, 18, 22... 27, 30, 34, 37, 40, 49. Okay, so it's a slightly over 100 tons of the signature per STO. Alright then. But now, the task force number 2 here, you shall move to there. Let's just start moving towards it. You should be getting relatively close, and then we'll also open fire fleet. So one of them is going to be firing at the Kirishima 1, and another one is firing at the Kirishima 2. And hopefully we can get in the shots in there. And hopefully... Okay, the chances of a hit were okay in there. Get a little bit closer. Although how much closer do we want to go is the question. Well, let's see, we move 35,000 per 5-second increment, or something like that, actually a bit more than that, but that's the ballpark number, so... You know, should be alright. I'm pretty sure that the Kirishimas do not have other than ghost cannons or something like that. There we go, we got hits on both of them actually. Right, well, let's remove that one. So we've been 15 seconds within the fire range of the STOs. It's 20 seconds. We can wait here for another fire cycle. Oh, we've got 1 hit there. Have they started moving? They have. Okay, good. Now we can pull back. Fleet, Diamond Task Force. You can probably join the fleet, actually. So you're not going to be joining there, because that is still following. Right, well, we don't actually need you to follow right now, so we can remove that. We got another hit. They're still moving, which is good. That is exactly what we want them to do. Out of range. Okay, well, what we can do now is... Hornets... Ceasefire all until they're ready, and The men-at-arms, how much do you... So you destroyed 27,000 tons of ground forces. Also probably quite a few installations and that sort of stuff, but, you know, we can't see the information like... The information that we have now is from the previous time we had any any of the recon ships in here. But yeah, we'll need to rescue the crew at some point. Wait, there's 0 crew members and there's no commanding officer there either. Interesting life pods there. Right, let's see. Are they... They should be moving, right? It says 1 kilometers per second, so yes, they should be. Problem is that it's going to take a lot of time for them to actually reach in here. Oh, right. We have about 400 occupation strength at the planet that we conquered. Not in the last episode, but the one before that. And we need a lot more in there. We have been transporting, it's a long distance to transport. Although I suppose we could take some of the troops in Zhatelier now. Take them there. Those would be closer. Okay, I'm going to let them get a little bit closer still before we start firing on them. Because now they are technically within our fire range. Although, in practice, not really, because they got the countermeasures in there. So we'll let them get to, I don't know, 200,000 kilometers. At that point, we should have some chance of hitting them. Not to mention, this gives our men-at-arms some time to resupply. Currently at 14%, so it has 135 maintenance supply points. The problem is that we only supply like 4 points per hour or something like that, so it's not a quick procedure. Let's take an hour increment. At this stage, I think we could start firing again. Alright, Diamond Task Force. Hornet. Open fire all. Open fire all. There we go, we got a couple hits. Not particularly good hit chances, but that's alright. At least we got hits. Only armor hits though, so they do have relatively thick armor. That shouldn't be a problem. No hits there. Okay, we got some hits again. But that means that after this they should not have anyone protecting the system, as far as we know. That's going to help a lot for us. I mean, they still have the troops, of course, in there that we do need to deal with. Oh, we lost a little bit in there. Or had a malfunction, rather. And then once we destroyed these, after the build cycle goes, we'll probably start heading back home. Or Calradia anyway, just to refuel, resupply, get some overhaul done. And maybe get some more of the fighters. We'll maybe want to get some more things that can fire upon the enemy. Maintenance problems, kind of to be expected. Still 15% hit chance. Not much point trying to fire with other weapons. I mean, technically we could have the men-at-arms fire in here, but at the same time, like, there's still going to be a fair bit of, what's it called? A bit of orbital bombardment that we need to do to soften the STOs there, so I'd rather save the maintenance points for that instead. I mean, these particle beams will eventually get through. It may take a lot of time and effort, but eventually we shall destroy them. But yeah, I suspect that once we actually start landing troops onto the planet, I mean, technically, if we can get rid of all the SDOs, then we can easily land in a lot of troops at once. And that shouldn't be a problem then. Like, we can land in... Technically, if we use both the dropship that we've captured, which has the, like, 60,000 ton capacity, because there's still one component that is damaged, and then 2 transports, another 50,000, so that would be 100,000 troops, or over 110,000 troops, or tons worth of ground forces. That would actually be quite substantial. Now, I have no idea how good the enemy troops are there, and I reckon the reason why they didn't fire on us on the planet that we invaded in episode 82 is probably because I reckon the infantry was part of the archaeology battalions, or whatever units they have there, and those units were either support or rear echelon position, probably rear echelon, so therefore the infantry doesn't get a fire, or they won't be firing, which means that we were just, you know, having some target practice. Have we still gotten any... No new hits there, okay, have they... No, the hit chance hasn't gone up either. Shame. It's not particularly high hit chance anyway, so this may take some time. You know what? We'll just ceasefire fleet, let them get a little bit closer. Question is, are they going to try to intercept us, or are they moving directly towards us? How's the supply situation anyway? Well, these two need a little bit. That's currently at 30%. Okay, it could be worse. Second hour increment. I don't get to something like 150,000, then we should be in a pretty good chance of hitting them. Because that was basically just wasting well, I suppose you could say that it was wasting ammo. Well, we got a few hits in there, but it's just... The hit chances are so low that we're probably going to be exploding... Oh, our ships are probably going to be exploding first rather than theirs. Okay, now it's 150,000. Let's try this again. Hornets. Open fire all. Open fire all. How much does the man-at-arms now have? It has 43%. So it's certainly improved. There we go. Now we got hit chance of 38%. That's notably better. So on average we should get at least 1 hit per fire increment. Or 1 hit per salvo, I suppose. Oh, and there's a double. Well, both of those had a maintenance failure. Okay, still getting the hits. Just armor hits, though. I mean, they probably have a relatively thick armor. I mean, actually, we should already know that by now. Kiroshima's max armor penetration is 2. Okay, so we don't actually know the total amount. That's a bit of an issue then. All we know is that they have a lot of the armor. I mean, it's only 13,000 tons of the ship, so it's probably something like 4 layers of armor. And to get through the 4 layers of armor is going to take quite a few hits. Oh, penetrating hit there. Excellent. Another penetrating hit. So Kirishima 1 is taking a lot of hits now. Oh, and now Kirishima 2 got 1 penetrating hit there. Since they're getting even closer, hit chance is improving. Ooh, 3 armor hits there, but no penetrating hits. No hits at all. 1 penetrating hit on Kirishima 2. Penetrating hit on Kirishima 1. Just, oh, right. If they have Gauss cannonry or Gauss weapons in there. I don't actually know if they do. They might have. In which case, they don't have a reactor there, they don't have an engine, so there's not really much that can explode in there. We basically just need to tear these orbital platforms into pieces, quite frankly. Which may take some time. But we have gotten a fair bit of hits now. So it's at least getting better. Overall, another penetrating hit on Kirishima 2. And another malfunction. Basically alternating, well, not quite alternating, but almost alternating between the ships on where we get the hits. I mean, honestly, it might be better for us to actually just focus fire on one of them at a time. So we'll start firing on the Kirishima 1 with both of these. That way we can make sure that we get as many hits as possible and destroy one of them at a time. Then we can focus fire on the second one while it's a little bit closer. Ah, there we go. That's been destroyed. Well, time to take the new target. Kirishima 2. Okay, we are certainly getting the penetrating hits now, so we should be able to destroy the platforms here. At least, I mean, okay, there's another 2 penetrating hits. And there we go, that's been destroyed. Excellent. How many supply points do we have on the men-at-arms now? 400. Okay, so that would be enough for about 5 repairs. That'd be, well, that would be a little bit. At the same time, first things first. Let's cease fire, please. I suppose the men-at-arms can start firing again on the STO. Weapons are not ready. There we go. Didn't hit any ground units. Basically what I plan on doing, once we get the build cycle again, or if we run out of maintenance supply points, then we'll just let the build cycle go. We'll grab the survivors from all of these here once the planet moves away. And then what we'll do is we'll start sending these back home. We'll probably send in the recon units, or one of the recon fleets to keep an eye on the place. Just so that, you know, we can potentially do some damage. Okay, maintenance problem down to 345 maintenance supplies. Still not getting a lot of hits on the enemy troops, which is a problem. Oh, there's penetration at least. And we destroyed one of them, good. So now they are below, like they should have about... well actually, what, they had 49 before, so now they have 48 STOs. We are rebuilding some fighters now, so we can do this again. Just get a little bit more ships that can get through into the area and start firing on the STOs. That should help. But one way or another we will destroy the STOs, and if you have a quick peek at the dust levels in the atmosphere, it's only 3, so it's actually not that bad, although, frankly, from a utilitarian standpoint, if there was a bit more dust, and say some of their population started dying because of that, that would make the occupation a bit easier, because if there is still 900 pops in there, that's gonna require a massive force to occupy it. On the other hand, the combat between our forces and their forces, once that actually starts happening, is probably... Oh, and we destroy another STO, good. It's probably going to cause a fair bit of collateral damage as well, I reckon. But first things first, we need to destroy the STOs, and then we're going to start planning on doing landings there. Now, I could destroy the shipyards in there, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind taking the shipyards for ourselves. We can just retool them. Shouldn't really be a problem. Actually, while we're looking at the diamond, let's take a quick look at the resources that are still in there. Oh wow. Still almost 1.5 million tons of resources. I mean, it could be that the enemy hasn't really mined all that much. Because I'm pretty sure that they have basically manufacturing efficiency of... oh, actually not the manufacturing. I mean, they may have had economic problems as well. I don't know about that, but the stability should be basically 1%. Or something like that, because they are overcrowding the planet so badly. Anyway, let's keep on going with the bombardment here. Okay, there was a few hits to the civilian population. Whoops. Not a maintenance problem. Well, we destroy at least a couple of them again. Oh, we destroy another STO. Excellent. Get that somewhere around there. So slowly but surely, if we can get those STOs to, I don't know, 30 or something, then we should be able to destroy them much easier once we get a little bit closer. Oh, penetrate another armor. Slowly but surely they are going down. It's just the hit chances from here are so bad, which is kind of the problem. So we need to fly in closer to be able to actually get through. We got enough points to repair twice more. And then we're going to stop firing and wait for the build cycle and just gather up the survivors. Oh, penetrated another armor, good. I'm guessing these enemy statics here have basically just a light static armor or something like that, because we are penetrating so easily. On the other hand, it is a rather massive weapon, but weapon impact strength 1, so we penetrated yet another armor, okay. No hits, no hits. Hit the civilians, oh! And maintenance failure. Basically out of supplies now. Right, well, I suppose it's time to stop firing before anything bad happens. And now I guess we'll just wait until the planet moves away. Rescue the survivors, and then we'll go probably through Cruciamores back to Caldera. Will unload the... Actually, we can unload the survivors at the... Or can we? I don't know about that. Well, we might as well take them all the way to Caldera. Shouldn't really be a problem. I mean, it's going to potentially cause a few issues, especially the Kirishima survivors. And then we'll probably send... Actually, we could probably send in the recon... let's say recon 1, for example. You are in Coloradia orbiting Caldera. So, I will send you through Shamshir, Kusanagi, Crociar, and Diamond. So where's the Dolphin 1? So you are in Cruciamores. Does the Cruciamores herd have a lot of fuel? Mining companies... Crucia herd, you got basically nothing. You got 5 cows that are getting the harvesting done, and there's not a lot of harvesting that they are doing. The annual production is 2.8 million liters. Right, so you are on which point exactly, the Dolphin? You're stationed at the Kusanagi, okay. Fleets. Wait, no. You need to go through Crusader Malls, and then over here you can refill from that, potentially even resupply if need be, and then go to Diamond. I'll at least keep an eye on the enemy planet there, and kind of get some more information on how badly they are suffering from the bombardment and all that. But it would actually appear that we are out of time for this episode, so probably in between the episodes I'll do some maintenance work and all that sort of stuff. I will probably go ahead and spend some time bombarding the enemies as well. We'll just need to go back to Caldera and do all the overhaul and that sort of stuff, resupply, and then get back. And hopefully we can actually get a... Ooh, well, getting the more fighters might be a problem. I mean, we are producing some in Veralis. It's going to take some time. We produce like 10 per year right now, and yeah, we might be able to get 1 or 2 of those to do a little bit of distraction, and then we're going to move in with a bit bigger fleet to deal more damage on the STOs and then pull back before they are ready to fire again. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.